Hey everyone. Um, what is today? What is today? Today is Wednesday. It's Wednesday. All right. So, midweek. The energy is moving off the charts. Okay. My name is Holly. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. I am a psychic medium. I read energy. I am not a card reader, but I use them for general readings, and this is a general reading. So please understand that it cannot resonate with everyone. Um, and use your own discernment. Think for yourselves, please. Thank you. That is my PSA for today. Just use your own discernment and think for yourself. We all like to have other people's opinions and thoughts about things. I watch a lot of YouTube channels lately about travel vlogs and things like that because I generally don't go anywhere. But and it's fun to kind of live vicariously through other people's stuff. So anyway, I like the travel channels. Those are great. But anyway, so that's just a little aside. As I am the queen of the tangent. Anyway, so yeah, I am not an astrologer. I am not a medical professional. So what I will tell you, and as you can tell from my energy today, when I started tapping in, I had trouble sleeping again last night. I woke up extremely early. I thought, okay, what is going on? I have immense gratitude. Again, another PSA. Have gratitude. It is so important. We have to be gratitude for the small things. Oh, my nose itches. You have to have gratitude for the small things in order to receive the big things, right? Just a personal opinion. But the energy is well, let's just say today I got out my Boss Babe mug. Okay? And so we've seen that one before. Today is the day to just get to it. It is time to get into action mode. It is time to just put into action and start movement forward with the things that we want, the things that we believe, and the things that we hold dear and true in our own hearts. And it's up to us to shape our own lives. Now, here's the thing, and psychically what's coming in. So this is the vibe. I'll get to the cards in a minute. Here's the vibe that I have been picking up this morning as I've been ruminating and thinking about why am I so edgy this morning? And I've never backed down from a fight. And I think a lot of you are the same way. We give. Test me. Test me one more time. It's kind of that attitude. And I have nothing to base it on. Everything is perfectly fine. Everyone around me is fine. But that's the vibe. So what I started to ask Spirit, and I know I'm like, whoa, just off the charts. But here's what I'm picking up. So I don't know if this is for a group, if this is for an individual. I don't know how many people are involved with this current that's happening in the energy right now. But what it feels like is that there's someone, and if this resonates with you, you're gonna immediately know. Trust your intuition. You all are highly intuitive, if not just full on psychic. Okay, so trust it. Always trust your gut. And I'm hearing that I'm also supposed to say, because it's true, even just if you watch any medical professionals, which I do choose to watch the MDs, on any medical channel, your gut is your second brain. So very true, physically, psychically, however you want to look at it. Anyway, I do feel like there is someone outside of the collective, or who likes to spy on the collective. There is someone that is outside of us, our little group here, that may not have the best of intentions at heart. Don't worry about it. You're surrounded and you're protected. Now, if there is someone who is a literal physical threat rather than an energetic threat because they're throwing negativity at you, whatever. It'll just bounce off. Don't worry about it. Put your shields up, put your walls up, put your guard up, ask your team to come in, and then don't fixate on it and go live your life and live your best life. That's how you deal with that kind of energy. If you let it sink into you and you ruminate and you think about it and it's constantly on your mind and you're always on guard and afraid of things, that's when health problems will start. That's when it sinks into your body and becomes an ongoing chronic stress issue, in my opinion. Only my opinion, okay? Now, if you call in your teams, if you know your teams, which you've got to start meditating. I know this is like, and I don't mean to point my finger and do all that at everybody, but if you are not meditating, I'm in boss babe mode. Just get ready. I'm just telling you. So if you are not in a regular guided meditation practice to start, because the busy brain is real. I like to call it the monkey brain. You know, it's always doing something, swinging around somewhere. Guided meditation is a good way to start. Find a guided meditation on YouTube. There are so many of them, more than you will probably ever need or want, and listen to it, critique it, and then let yourself relax into it. But start that practice. And you can find a guided meditation for almost anything. Connecting with your spirit guides, grounding and centering, whatever. Because you want to connect with this team of yours. You want to connect with the guides and the guardians around you, okay? That's how you know their energy. That's how you feel that energy. And that's how you can trust that, okay, they've got everything. I can go off and do what I need to do to live my best life. Instead of fixating on other energies coming around that I can feel coming around me, okay? That way you can tell the difference between what is yours or your team here to work with and for you, or someone from the outside, typically in the living, almost always in the living, who want to create chaos in your life, chronic stress, and health problems, okay? And if it's not in the metaphysical community or someone who is an active practitioner of one kind or another, which sadly sometimes are the worst ones because they think they're, whatever. Everybody's just human. You know what? Everyone is just human at this point. So get your team involved. But even if it's not someone in that metaphysical community, did I say get your team involved? No, I'm sorry. I know. Anyway, so I think I'm funny. I amuse myself. So, but if it's not someone in the metaphysical community who is energetically sending negativity to you or trying to derail you through, I don't know, what I'm hearing is misplaced allegiances or alliances. Think for yourself. Don't let anybody tell you what to do. Don't let me tell you what to do. You think for yourself. But my suggestion and what I believe is that any form of negativity, so even if it's not an intentional energetic attack on you or hit, which is really in the minimum, it's not the majority of issues, but people who are just out in the world, if they see you and they're like, oh, well, blah, 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 and they're sending shade your way, that's still trying to ding your armor or bring you down because they have insecurities about themselves. It could be anything or anyone. And even sometimes the people closest to you, the people you count as your friends, the people you count as your family, sometimes they are the ones doing it because they're not living their best lives. So they want, or maybe you are involved in a situation or with a person that other people, they don't want, but they don't want that person to be happy, and they sure don't want you to be happy. Whatever, get a life. So this is what I'm saying. I know this is a big rant, but this is the energy of the day. This is not just me talking. I am waiting to see what is going to happen and where this is coming from. You know, it feels pretty big. It feels like we are on the cusp of the big shift that I kept seeing since January. We are in the thick of it. This is the middle of it. And today it was sort of like I woke up this morning, just like a bell ringing, just, and there wasn't, of course. I just immediately woke up and thought, I'm awake. I'm not going back to sleep. I might as well get up. So today is the day. Okay? The energy is changing. The energy is shifting. If you want to manifest it, think it and put it into action today, right now, because things will manifest quickly. Be so careful with the words you say out loud about yourself and others. We know to do that. We know to be kind and gentle with our words about ourselves and others. Other people, if someone is functioning in their, if you want to call it a lower vibration, if you want to call it woundedness or insecurity, which we've all been guilty of. We've all had those issues in those days and those moments. And I feel like for almost the last couple of months, there's been a whole lot of heavy, dense energy we've been wading through, everyone. And so how you react to it and how you respond to it is critically important. And today is the day. Okay. So that is the vibe and that is the energy. Manifestations are happening quickly. We are at that point in the year, in the calendar year. And yes, I know calendars are arbitrary, blah, blah, blah. Time is not real. Okay, we live with clocks, okay? So anyway, that's the reality. If you don't get to work at a certain time, you will lose your job. So we do have to follow the time as a real thing at some point. All right, in the spirit world on the other side, yeah, time is arbitrary. Now, and I know I'm going a mile a minute, but I'm so ramped up and I feel like there's so much I need to say. And I want to just reach out and grab everyone and protect you and say, just think, think about what you're saying and think about the people you're around and be ready, be ready, be ready. And the way you be ready, the way you can be ready is simply to say, I reject the negativity. I am not part of, and no one can touch me unless I allow them in. Okay? Now, so there's that. You have a tremendous amount of strength. You have a tremendous amount of power, and someone needs to hear that. Someone needs to hear that today, right now, whenever you're watching this, you need to hear it. You have the strength and you have the power to direct your life in whatever way you want. And if anyone is shooting those arrows of some of them just pure hatred, but it's really not of you if they don't know you. It's toward themselves. But they're pushing that on you. Don't take it. Don't take it and don't accept it, but you don't have to do anything about it. All you have to do, shield yourself. That's not mine. I reject it. And you don't have to send it back with an effort to wound someone else, because that just spirals out of control. And then it becomes, that's becoming part of the problem. Instead, just ask all the guides, all the guardians. Ask Mother Earth. She needs help. Ask our mother. Ask Mother Earth. Take that woundedness. Take that fear. Take that arrow of disgust that someone's sending at me that they really should be aiming at themselves. Take that, transmute it, change it into something better, brighter, more hopeful, and heal yourself, heal the planet. So, all right, I'm starting to come down just a little bit. So apparently I needed to say all of that, and it took me a long time to say it. Okay, and I'm asking Spirit, do I need to say anything else that was a little fiery and energetic? So, all right, so we're going to take a deep breath. And this is part of when you're an energy reader, when you got a message, man, it's going to come out. And I try to always do so in a gentle and loving way. But today it was like, you just got to push the red alert button. You got to push the big red button and say, get ready. Stand in your strength. Stand in your strength and realize how strong you are. The past is the past, and it cannot touch you right now. If you are in a situation where you are under physical threat, get some authorities involved. Show your strength, get some authorities involved. Don't try to handle things on your own. If it's energetic, whatever. Just say, no, reject that, whatever. And then see and ask your guides to literally pull the toxins, the needles, the pins, the little barbs and hooks that other people's thoughts can implant in us, but that we allow to have happen. Now, sometimes it sneaks up on you. So this is about energetic clearing and cleansing. Once you do that, and you can do that with a thought, it is a thought process. Anything that happens in the energetic world or the energetic body is a thought and intention process. Hear that. It is a thought and energy process. It is an intention process. Once you say no, and you ask for all of it to be removed, for that energy to be transmuted and changed into something positive that will, I'm sending it into the earth for healing. And so healing of the planet, healing of the earth, healing of the nature kingdoms, whatever needs to happen. And water. Water needs extra attention. I just got that. Yeah, we need to actually send a lot of healing to our waterways, all waterways. That's a good place for it to go. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. And when I say Spirit, I mean all that is creation, just being in tune with all that has transitioned, if they were alive, those who have never transitioned or never incarnated as humans, the elemental kingdoms, the nature energies, all of those things, okay? Anything that comes with the highest and best intentions, let's put it that way. Okay, now, you know what? Let me just get to some cards. I'm going to use turn the box around. I'm going to use the Angels and Auras deck, and I am going to get a message, a general message for the collective, okay? Now, tomorrow the video may come out super late, or I may try to record it later today, 4 in the morning. But I will do it with the intention of it being 4 in the morning. And I think that's probably what I'll do, but I'll do that later after I've had time to shift out of this current energy, and we'll focus entirely on that one for tomorrow. Take one off the top. Oh, wow, this is cool. Aw, one of my favorites. All right, and the one on the bottom. So I took the one on the top, the one on the bottom, and now I'm going to take one from the middle. Huh, there we go. All right, and they're saying this one too. Why is this? No, not that one. It's coming. Hold on. I'm looking through. I don't know. Here, this one. I don't know what it is yet, but this one is the one that was standing out. Okay. All right. There we go. Now. Oh, how sweet. I love that. All right. Oh, I forgot my glasses. Well, we'll wing it. All right. The first one is Haniel. So we've got 2 archangels and then 2 messages that are just straight messages. So Haniel and the color silver, goddess, psychic, sacred, and proud. That's a sassy picture. Oh, wow. So, and it's interesting that we have a feminine and a masculine energy, because all energies are embodied at the same time with these angelic beings. But I'm going to show you the masculine side of this particular set of cards, and then we'll look at it together, okay? And then we have Zadkiel with the color purple, destiny, pride, conscious, and forgiveness. Okay, so we have the masculine, the feminine and the masculine. So be in touch with both parts of yourself. Okay. And we have Haniel and Zadkiel. Do you have a message? Oh, they want me to go to the next 2 cards and then we'll come back, because I think that's part of these messages. The next one is be the real you. And there is someone who is unzipping her outer shell to show the real person underneath. Sorry, forgot my glasses. Freedom, authenticity, uniqueness, and courage. Well, that's what I've been saying in a very loud way this whole video. Be the real you. Be authentically you, and don't make apologies for it. You are who you are for a reason. Don't dull your light. If people think you're too loud, well, maybe they've been too quiet. If people think you're too over the top, well, maybe that's because they've been trying to fly under the radar and you make them nervous. Well, I'm just in no kind of mood to deal with foolishness today. You can tell. Okay. But I'm serious. We're at that point. We're at the turning point in the year for the energy. Today it hit. So whatever has been put into place, I do feel like we are at that point where, be careful what you think, because you're going to manifest it quickly. I keep saying that, but it's true. And it's also going to move very quickly. And what was it? Wasn't it? I think it was Monday, wasn't it? Something about the next month and a half, it's going to move really fast. Well, that starts officially today. Okay. The last card, the one where I kept looking at, of course, this is what the back of the cards looks like. Okay, so that's all I saw. And energy, when you read energy, it like leaps off the card and it's like, pick me. So that's what it sounds like, pick me. So anyway, I have been up for a while. So this is a gorgeous, gorgeous card. It says, open your heart to love. And that means love of self and your self-worth. Know your value. Know how valuable you are. Your voice matters. Your feelings matter. Your thoughts matter. You matter. Vulnerability, forgiveness, allowing, and community. Forgive yourself if you feel like you haven't done enough or you've accepted less than what you deserve. This feels like an inward journey, but you're getting ready to walk through that door. Once you love yourself, that's when you find the love of others that showers upon you like just a beautiful light. Look how much light is coming from behind that door. And the key is just dangling on the handle. Okay, now, Honey Ellen Zadkiel, we have be the real you, because when people see who you really are, when you love yourself and you know that you deserve the best of all things, that's when the door to self-love and the love of others, whether it's an individual, a family member, a partner, or community, that's when I'm actually getting and seeing a doormat. That's when you stop being a doormat. You stop apologizing for yourself. You stop apologizing for what you know. You worked hard to get where you are. Love yourself. Walk through that door, and then other people. You'll see the other people that will follow through with you or already be on the other side of that door will suddenly be very obvious. It will be very obvious who has good intentions towards you and who doesn't. Now, Honey Ellen Zadkiel, that last message about intentions of others, that's part of this ramped up energy and why I'm just, kind of a spitfire right now, because it's all about intention, your intentions and other people's intentions. And we are at that breaking point where communities will start to crumble away, and people will crumble away from you, and others will come to you. That's what you're walking through, and that's what you're going to find on the other side of the store. And someone is leaving the past behind. These two are the ones who are going to help you with that, Haniel and Zadkiel. For each of you, it will be a slightly different situation. They may have current themes, but the theme is, and ask them for help. Ask your personal guides and guardians. Ask any of the divine or angelic beings that you resonate with to help you. If things start to change, if the community around you changes, it's to open up the path and the way for the right ones to step into your life and for you to find them. Because I feel like there is change coming, and that means people may drift away, and that's okay. Okay, just understand that. It's okay. You will not be alone. There will be others there. All right, let's do another one. Woo! This reading is wearing me out. Okay, so this is the Oracle of the Fairies, because I feel like we need some elemental or fairy energy in here. All right. And this one's running a little long today. But man, yeah. Big energy, big shifts, big changes, a lot of movement getting ready to happen. A lot of movement, but it's going to be positive and it's going to be good. And on the bottom of the deck, new beginnings. All right, I can't read that. It's white print that's really tiny. I don't have my glasses. There is no way. New beginnings. That's all we need to know. Ask for help on the top of the deck. Ask for help when you need it. You are not in this alone. That's the other message they want me to get across with some force behind it. You are not alone, but ask for help. You have to ask for help. Now, the one that kind of shot up in the middle of the deck, and I just pulled it out, precious time. So, this one I can kind of read. That's fun. All right. Let's see. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time as well. Okay. So, okay, I'm asking, what do I need to say about that? Or what is it that, not what I would need to say, what does Spirit want me to say about that? Because things are manifesting quickly, think carefully about what it is that you want. And let today be the day that if you're not even sure what you want, ask for clarity and the wisdom to know what is best for you. If you don't know specifically, like, I want a blah, 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 make, model, whatever, that's specific. And that's a thing anyway, you know. But you do know you want happiness, love, safety, health, wellness, whatever. Call in all those things. Now remember, for some of you, if you say, I want love, well, you might get it because you might have a pet come into your life. If you want a human partner in a committed relationship, be a little more specific about what you want. Okay? If you want both, fine, but be a little bit more specific. Now, if you're not sure, for example, okay, let's say the universe might have something better planned for you. So instead of saying, I want this position with this salary, with this da 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 da, well, the universe might say, if you take a slight amount less, you will make it up later because you'll get raises. And what are the vibes and the feelings you want? Okay. So time with family, less stress, fulfilling work that allows me to financially take care of my responsibilities. Okay. But then be open to it when it comes to you. And I'm just using that as an example because that's a conversation I had with a friend. And it's tough and it's real. We get so used to seeing ourselves in certain roles, and breaking out of that is really hard. And it's like, well, where do I even start? So one step at a time, one thought at a time. And that's what I'm hearing. One thought at a time. And also this act of giving over the worry and the stress and the fear to spirit, giving over all of those things. One of the things that also came up this morning when I was kind of doing a deep dive into why are the emotions so over the top here today, or the energy, was that we can't control everything, and we can't control other people's energy, and we can't control outcomes, even if we're doing it from a place of love and compassion and we want the best for everyone, human, animal, it doesn't matter. They have their own timeline, they have their own place, they have their own lessons, they have their own purpose, and we want it that way. Even though it's stressful for us and we get scared because we can't be everything for everyone, we can't take on other people's lessons for them. We want that diversity of the world around us. We want other people to have their own positives and challenges and life lessons, because that's what enriches all of us. Forfeit control and be in the flow of life. And that's when the health rebounds, and that's when health problems also start to subside and you find your wellness. So that's important too. That's an important message too. Lord have mercy, I have no idea what to put in the description about this one. All right, let's do, yeah. All right, so let's do the Pulp Tarot. And I know this is running super long, so let's just get, like, Spirit, please keep this one brief. Let's just do like a 3-card spread maybe about what we need to know. What we need to know. Let's go with the, okay, well, that just landed in my lap. The 4 of Wands. There is celebration coming. Because what I was asking is, give us a message about that first one, because there's definitely, I feel like, with this ramped up energy right now where there's a shift and everything is getting ready to move forward very quickly, the negative people and the ones with negative intent, and remember, that's more about themselves. It really probably has nothing to do with anybody in the collective. It has more to do with that person's insecurities and just not being a nice person, and being a liar and nasty. It's just like, it's overwhelming. This is the outcome for the collective. And so I asked, give me a message about what to tell the collective and how to help them understand. Don't even stress about it. Don't worry about it. Brush it off. Say, I reject that. That's not me. That's them. Psh, put up a wall. And this is what came out, the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is a wonderful card. And it's about celebration. And it's about happiness. And it's about joy. And it's about coming together. So that person may figure it out and hopefully have an epiphanal moment and be a better person. Or you will just put that wall up and reject and then live your best life with the people that you want to celebrate with. That's lovely. Thank you. Okay, they want me to just open it up. The Moon card. Because I looked at both sides, because when you open it up, you've got two sides you can look at. And I looked at this one, and they're like, no. And this one was the one. They were like, the one that's face down. Pick it up. That's it. I'm like, okay. So the Moon card. And I haven't had breakfast yet, and I've been up a long time. So I'm a little jittery. That's why I'm shaking a little more. I also have essential tremor, and that's why my hand shakes a little bit. So I've had that for years and years, but it's one of those things, mind over matter. I try to keep it under control. So some of it is just that I'm really getting hungry now, and it's time for me to eat. But also, essential tremor is just kind of where your hands tremor a little bit. It's just a, the motor skills part of your brain is malfunctioning a little. And it's fine. I'm fine. It's not going to get any worse because I'm not going to let it. But when I try to be really steady, there we go. All right. So the Moon card. You have this to look forward to, the Four of Wands, celebration, unity, and coming together within yourself and with the people around you that you most care about. Everyone else is about to drift to the back. Everyone else is about to, all the people with disingenuous behaviors, they're about to drift to the back. But there may be one last push to try to just kind of spread their nastiness. Be ready for it. It's going to be small. It's going to be short-lived, and you're going to laugh it off. It will not touch you. The worst has already happened is what I'm feeling. And with the Moon card, yeah, there's still something you don't know. There's still something coming that you don't know about. But Spirit is getting ready to step in and say, I've had enough of this. I've had enough of it. Give your team and your guides permission to intervene in all areas of your life. And they're like, on it. And it's taken care of. So I give my spirit team protectors, archangels, personal guides and guardians, my higher self, and my protection teams. I give you permission to intervene in my life and always in all areas of my life and in all directions of time. Thank you. It's that simple. All right. Now they don't want me to shuffle like that. They want me just to open it in the middle again for the last one. Ooh. And this time it is this one. All right. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Okay. Getting all excited. All right. So it opened up to the King of Pentacles. That is grounded power, a comfortable knowing. You don't have to lash out. You know your value. You know your worth. You know you are grounded and all good things come to you. You are the salt of the earth. You have the pillars around you of comfort, stability, and knowing. And no one's going to shake it. And underneath it was the Queen of Wands. And you got a little bit of fiery passion too. Well, I believe that's been the reading for today. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. These are great cards. So you've got the Four of Wands, the Moon, the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. So, yeah. All right. If you have a different interpretation of those, then listen to your own intuition. But that was mine. Okay. Wow. I just blew a lot of energy out right there. Made me a little tired. Actually, I'm just hungry. I'm feeling a lot more settled now. And hopefully you are too. I know at first I was possibly a little intense. Okay, I was a little intense. But it just felt so important. And I feel like whomever, and I haven't even uploaded this yet, so, but I know what's coming with it. So someone will watch the beginning of it, realize, I know you're peeking in, go away. And that will happen just for me personally, but that's going to happen for you all in your lives too. And so at this point, that energy will have left by now. It's funny how that works, isn't it? All right, so for those of you who are still watching in here, thank you. Thank you for making this a community. Thank you for being everyone has a perfect soul, but they get lost sometimes. We all do at different points. But thank you for being strong, even if you don't know your own strength. Thank you for having the best of intentions. And if you are struggling with a health problem, when you ask Spirit to intervene and your energy stops getting leached out, or you stop giving it away trying to fix everyone else's problems, hold some of that energy back for yourself. If you need to do an energy retrieval, please do it. And hold your thoughts in the highest of regard for yourself. Others who don't have good intentions, don't even think about them. Just, nah, not me, not, it's their lesson. That's not mine. You go on, do it. Take care of it. Peace be with you. And then you focus on yourself. Okay? And in doing so, your health will improve. And the choices that you need to make your health improve in the physical will also start happening too. Okay? All right. I think I am going to come back a little bit later today and upload a video for Thursday morning. And I just have a lot to do. So I want to make sure and have that ready to upload. And the energy will be very different because I will tap into the energy of tomorrow. And again, some of you may not see this for a month from now. So whenever you see it, understand that it's the latter part of July, right after the full moon, and right before a lot of other astrological stuff going on. And as far as astrological stuff going on, and I know the Lion's Gate is coming up, which is 8/8. And you know what? Just live your life. When we get closer to it, I will see what the energy is that day. I'm just going to go into what the energy is. If we put our lives on hold every time we have a retrograde or every time we have something happen, and yes, it does affect the energy. Absolutely it does. And if you can avoid signing a contract during a retrograde, great. But you know what? Life happens. And you are stronger than anything. You are more powerful than anything. If you got to sign a contract, just be sure and read it extra carefully, which you should always read contracts really carefully. So don't let exterior factors make you put your life on hold. You live your life. Just live your life. If you wake up in the morning and you feel like, I just need to stay in today. I'm not feeling 100%. Listen to it. If you wake up and you're like, woo, I'm ready to blaze a trail, go do what you need to do, because that's the day you're going to get more accomplished. Listen to your body, listen to your mind. If you are dealing with maybe depression or some of those other things, get help and acknowledge it, realize it. If you have trusted friends who say, I'm worried about you, listen to them. They're saying something you're not. If you got a hater who's saying, well, I just don't know, have you, sometimes that sounds condescending. And it is. Look at the people you trust. And then look at yourself in the mirror. Okay? Because I have lived through every single one of those scenarios repeatedly. And now I trust myself. So, yeah. I'm about to ramble, and this is getting really long. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you for being here. You can do this. You can do this. Today is your day. Today is your day. Today is the day. You set those affirmations in place and you look in the mirror and you tell yourself, I can do this. I am awesome. I am amazing. If you need to listen to some self-help podcasts, listen to them. If you need to read a book, if you need to just stand in the sun, if you need to do an energy retrieval, you do it all. Because today is your day. I am sending you so much love and gratitude. Thank you. Talk to you later. Let's see if this works.